Hello, hockey fans. How is everyone doing? There was lots of hockey on here Saturday. There was 13 games and it started early. Started with the Rangers and Ottawa. I thought Ottawa was going to win that game. They had a 2-0 lead in the third period. Then the Rangers came back with 3 unanswered goals and again found a way to win the game, so we got that one wrong. Starting off with one we got wrong, but it was a really good day actually. Second game, we had Calgary and Washington. Calgary off to a fire start 3-0. Washington changes goaltenders out. Vanacek started the game. Then Samsonov came in. They did much better. They tied the game up after the second period, but Calgary ended up winning the game 4-3. So another one we got wrong. So 2 wrong out of those matinee games. Then we go on to Minnesota, won 4-3 in overtime against Anaheim. We got that one right. Winnipeg over Nashville 6-4. We got that one right. Montreal got their first win, an impressive 6-1 over Detroit. So we got that one wrong. Colorado 4-3 in a shootout over Tampa. We got that one right. Then New Jersey 2-1 in overtime over Buffalo. We got that one right. Florida 4-2 over Philadelphia. Another correct pick. Toronto and Pittsburgh. Toronto just got humiliated 7-1 by Pittsburgh. So we got that one right. Carolina 5-1 over Columbus. 7-3 St. Louis over LA. Islanders 3-0 over Arizona. And then, unfortunately, the Kraken lost their home opener to Vancouver, 4-2. You know what? My goose egg is gone. I was so happy. St. Louis best bet came through, which was great. And then the parlays, we did really well there too. Parlays money line and New Jersey money line, both of those hit. Washington did not hit on the money line, although the Jets did hit in that parlay, so some of the money back there. And then the final parlay hit, which was Minnesota money line and Islanders puck line -1.5. So out of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bets, 6 of those hit, which was a great day. Now we go on to Sunday, October 24th, and there's only 4 games on the board. We got the undefeated San Jose Sharks taking on Boston. Boston is 2-1-0, current 1-game winning streak. Linus Ullmark has been confirmed to be in net. The Bruins coming off a 4-1 victory over Buffalo on Friday. Bruins were outshot 36-26, but they did win 63% of the faceoffs, and they were 1 for 2 on the power play. It was Ullmark's debut, and he played a great game against his former team. And obviously, you know, Boston was happy with what they saw because he's been confirmed to be in net for this San Jose game. San Jose still undefeated, surprising everyone even more every game that they play. After going into Toronto and beating the Leafs 5-3 on Friday, Aiden Hill has looked fantastic. He's played 3 of the 4 games for San Jose. Reimer played 1 game and he looked really good as well. The Sharks, they're still going to be without Evander Kane, who's currently serving his suspension. And no one, again, as I've mentioned, would predict they'd be 4-0 at the beginning of this season. And also what's impressive is these Sharks are sitting at a +9 goal differential. And the veterans are doing a great job leading this team and helping this young talent find their way. You look, you know, I know the odds are in favor of Boston. Boston's at home. They're favored. Everyone thinks they're going to win the game. But it doesn't matter if you look at, and I know it's a small sample size, but goals against, penalty kill, power play, face-off percentage, goals for. It doesn't matter what category you look at. San Jose is playing better hockey than what Boston is playing. And there's something about energy that I really like to follow. I went against San Jose when I thought Toronto would win a game, and they didn't. And I'm not going to go against the Sharks this time. I'm going to go, I mean, let's just stay with it until they show us a reason not to. But it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a good game, I think. I'm going to go San Jose Sharks to win the game. That's my pick. Next game, we got Nashville and Minnesota. Minnesota 4-0, still undefeated, just like the San Jose Sharks. There aren't too many teams that are left that are undefeated. Current 4-game winning streak. Capo Kakkonen is confirmed to be in net for the Wild. Nashville is 1-4-0, current 2-game losing streak. Saros is listed to be in net, but on one of the other sources that I use sometimes, Connor Ingram, he looks like he could play. He's up replacing Riddick, who's off injured right now. The Wild tied the Blues for first place in the Central with 8 points. It took overtime again, and another game where they did not score the first goal. They had to rally from behind to win, but they beat the Ducks 4-3 in overtime. Before that, it was an exciting game against Winnipeg where they were down 2 goals in the third period, rallied back and won that game in overtime. I'd like to see Minnesota still get that first goal and also be a little better on the power play. They were 0 for 4 against the Ducks on the power play. So that's what I'd like to see. That first goal, though, I think is crucial. Nashville coming off a 6-4 loss to Winnipeg Jets on Saturday. The Preds were 2 for 4 on the power play, but they only won 37% of the faceoffs. It was a hard-fought battle, as most Nashville games are. 47 hits combined between the two teams registered. And, you know, if you watch the interview for the Wild coach, Dean Evason, after, I mean, his smile said it all. Again, I'm going back to energy, but this Wild team has really good energy. They got good goaltending, and they got a ton of talent on the team, and the guys are playing really well. Both teams are healthy. Both are playing back-to-back hockey here. I don't think it's as big a factor this early in the season. I know I talk about it a lot because I think it is a factor. You got to think about it. But both teams in the same situation here. I got to go home team Minnesota Wild to go 5-0 and stay 5-0, just like I think San Jose will go 5-0. Second pick, home team Minnesota. Third game, we have Detroit against Chicago. Chicago's still looking for their first win. They're 0-4-1, current 3-game losing streak. Marc-Andre Fleury listed to be in net for Chicago. And Detroit, current 2-game losing streak. They're 2-2-1. I don't know if Thomas Greiss is going to be in net or if Alex Nedeljkovic is going to be in net for Detroit yet. Right now, the one source I use, they have Greiss listed to be in net. Chicago finds themselves tied with Arizona for last place in the Central with 1 point from a possible 10 and a -12 goal differential. Their last game was a 4-1 loss to Vancouver on Thursday. The Hawks have had 1 overtime loss, and besides that, they've had 4 multiple goal losses. And it's not like we thought the Hawks would be 4-1 or even 3-2 at this point, but still looking for their first win after 5 games, I think is a little disappointing. So we'll see what happens here. Playing a Red Wings team that handed Montreal their first win. Their last game was a loss to Montreal, 6-1 on Saturday. They're playing a back-to-back hockey game here. And again, I know that 6-1 loss to Montreal, Detroit played both goaltenders, so that's why I'm not quite sure who they're going to play in net for this Chicago game. I mean, Detroit's going to be happy to have one of their top scorers back due to COVID policies. Bertuzzi was not in the lineup, but he'll be back in the Chicago game, I'm pretty sure. This is a great opportunity for Chicago to notch their first win. There's no question. I mean, they're a rested team. And I think they've got a number of guys coming back from COVID protocol. I mean, this is an old rivalry. I think last year, when I looked it up, these teams played 8 times, and I think Chicago went 6-2. So I got to go Chicago here. I know they haven't done well. They got a rough start, but I'm hoping they put some of those pieces together and come out and have a nice victory over Detroit here at home. I'm going Chicago to win the game. That's my third pick. On to the last game, we've got the New York Islanders against the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas is 1-3-0, current 3-game losing streak. Robin Lehner listed to be in net. The Islanders are 2-2-1. Elias Sorokin listed to be in net. They're on a current 1-game winning streak. The Golden Knights have now secured sole last spot in the Pacific Division with 2 points out of a possible 8. Last game on Friday when Vegas hosted the Edmonton Oilers, and Edmonton won the game 5-3. Vegas had 3 power play opportunities in the game but failed to succeed in putting the puck in the net on any of them, so they were 0-3. They had the lead twice in this game but failed to hang on to the lead and hold off the Oilers. New York's last game was a 3-0 win against Arizona on Saturday night. Now, back-to-back in a game against Vegas in Vegas. And I know the old story, it's hard to play in Vegas, and it is hard, but this Islanders team definitely played Islanders hockey on their victory over Arizona. Varlamov is getting closer to returning for play, but I think we're still going to see Sorokin in net until he's 100% for sure. 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 Sorokin, he notched his 4th career shutout, which is pretty impressive. And yeah, Trotz had the Coyotes playing Islanders hockey. It was actually a really good game. I watched quite a bit of it. And Vegas, they got a lot of bodies out. Injuries, COVID protocol. I don't have confidence in Leonard to win even against this Islanders team on a back-to-back. And again, I spoke about it in the first 2 games. Islanders have got some good energy now with a win here. I'm going to go visiting team. Visiting team's going to be my pick. It's a tough one because Vegas needs a win, but I like the Islanders. I'm going to go with the Islanders. My best bet record now, no more goose eggs. It's at 1-5, which I'm happy about. Regular picks have moved up after yesterday being 9-4. They're at 26-15. My parlays yesterday were 2-1, so that record goes to 3-7. So everything's strengthening, which is awesome. My best bet, I know some people are going to argue with this one, but I'm going to go the Chicago Blackhawks on just the money line, 1.66 to win the game. I'm only going to do one parlay, and that's going to be the Hawks puck line -1.5 at 2.65, and Minnesota money line at 1.62. Gives me a combined 4.29, and I like that. That's the wagers I'm going to place for my picks. Sharks to beat Boston, Wild to beat Nashville, Chicago to win over Detroit, and the Islanders to win in Vegas. Hope everyone has a great Sunday. You've had a great weekend. Good luck with your picks. Thanks for watching. Talk soon.